In 2019, a surprising study from the University of California revealed that our subconscious communicates more truth in 7 seconds than our words do in 7 minutes. Today, we're unlocking 5 body language secrets that instantly reveal someone's true intentions. This isn't about mind reading. It's about decoding the universal, silent language everyone speaks, whether they know it or not. Think about it. Before a single word leaves their lips, people have already told you a story. Their posture, their gestures, the micro-movements of their face. These aren't just random tics. They are involuntary windows into their deepest thoughts, their hidden desires, their unspoken discomfort. Humans are masters of verbal deception, but our bodies often betray us. This isn't just theory. It's backed by decades of research in psychology and nonverbal communication. From high-stakes interrogations to casual conversations, understanding these signals gives you an almost unfair advantage. You'll begin to notice the subtle tells that most people miss, allowing you to navigate conversations, relationships, and negotiations with unprecedented clarity. Ready to see the world and the people in it through a new lens? The first secret lies in the blink of an eye, or rather, the non-blink. Secret 1. The micro-expression tell. Have you ever seen someone's face flicker with an emotion that vanishes almost as quickly as it appeared? These are micro-expressions, involuntary facial movements that last only a fraction of a second, typically between 1/25th to 1/5 of a second. Pioneered by Dr. Paul Ekman in the 1970s, his research with Wallace v. Friesen identified 7 universal micro-expressions: anger, contempt, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, and surprise. What makes them so powerful? They are almost impossible to fake or suppress. When someone is trying to conceal an emotion, like discomfort or fear, a micro-expression will often betray them. Imagine someone telling you they're perfectly fine, but for a split second, you see a flash of fear around their eyes or a subtle scrunch of disgust. This fleeting signal tells you their words and their true feelings are misaligned. It's like a subconscious leakage of truth. For instance, in a 2009 study published in Emotion, researchers found that detecting micro-expressions of fear was a reliable indicator of someone experiencing distress, even if they were verbally denying it. Did you know your face can betray your true feelings in less than a quarter of a second? These are micro-expressions, tiny, involuntary facial movements that psychologists like Dr. Paul Ekman discovered reveal hidden emotions. Imagine someone smiling, but for a fleeting moment, their eyebrows raise and inner corners of their eyes tighten, a micro-expression of sadness. It's a subconscious leak of truth, almost impossible to fake. If you ever see a flash of fear or disgust on someone's face when they're claiming to be calm, know this. Their body just told you a secret their words couldn't. This quick flicker is your first clue to their true intentions. Want to learn more? Check out the full video for the other 4 secrets. Secret 2. The shoulder shrug, a sign of uncertainty. This one is incredibly subtle, but incredibly telling. When someone is genuinely confident or certain about what they're saying, their body language tends to reflect that certainty. However, when you ask someone a direct question, especially one that might expose a lie or an uncertainty, watch for a partial or full shoulder shrug. Even if they are verbally proclaiming absolute certainty, a slight, almost imperceptible rise and fall of one or both shoulders is a universal nonverbal cue for "I don't know" or "I'm not confident about this." It's an unconscious acknowledgement of doubt. Consider a witness in a courtroom confidently stating, "I absolutely saw him do it," but with a barely noticeable shrug. That shrug, according to experts like Joe Navarro, a former FBI agent and author of What Everybody Is Saying, is a powerful indicator that their conviction isn't as strong as their words suggest. It's their body screaming uncertainty, while their mouth says certainty. Secret 3. Hand gestures and fidgeting, the openness versus anxiety divide. Our hands are incredibly expressive. They can convey openness, confidence, anxiety, or even deception. Research by David McNeil in 1992, detailed in Hand and Mind, highlighted how gestures are intrinsically linked to speech and thought. When someone is being truthful, confident, and open, their hand gestures tend to be expansive, open, and in sync with their speech, what are called illustrators. They use their hands to emphasize points, showing you what they're talking about. Conversely, when someone is anxious, uncomfortable, or potentially being deceptive, their hands often betray them in two primary ways. Either they hide them in pockets, under a table, behind their back, or they engage in self-soothing behaviors, often referred to as adapters. This could be rubbing their hands together, touching their neck, playing with their rings, or picking at their cuticles. These fidgeting actions are attempts to relieve stress, and they indicate a heightened state of anxiety or discomfort with the current situation or topic. A study by Dr. Lillian Glass, author of I Can Read Your Body Language, showed that an increase in fidgeting often correlates with an increase in stress or attempts at deception. Want to know if someone's genuinely open or hiding something? Watch their hands. Open, expansive gestures, palms occasionally showing, typically signal honesty and confidence. But if their hands suddenly go into their pockets, under the table, or they start excessively fidgeting, rubbing their neck, tapping fingers, or picking at skin, that's a huge red flag. These self-soothing behaviors, also known as adapters, are unconscious attempts to relieve stress or anxiety. Their body is literally telling you they're uncomfortable with the conversation, or perhaps even trying to conceal the truth. Don't just listen to their words. Let their hands tell you the real story. The next secrets are even more revealing. Secret 4. Pupil dilation, the eye's unspoken interest. Our eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and for good reason. One of the most fascinating and uncontrollable aspects of eye behavior is pupil dilation. Our pupils expand and contract not just with light, but also in response to our emotional and cognitive states. Pioneering research by Eckhard Hess and James Polt in the 1960s demonstrated that pupils dilate when we are interested in something, find something appealing, or are experiencing heightened arousal. This isn't just romantic interest. It can be interest in a topic, a product, or even a lie. If someone's pupils subtly expand when you mention a particular subject, it's a strong indicator of their genuine interest or engagement with that topic, even if they try to play it cool verbally. Conversely, constricted pupils can sometimes indicate disinterest or even hostility, though this is less reliable than dilation. Furthermore, pupils can also dilate when someone is under significant cognitive load. For example, when they're thinking hard, trying to recall a complex detail, or constructing a lie. This involuntary response makes it incredibly difficult to fake true interest or hide significant mental effort. Did you know your eyes can give away your deepest interests without a single word? It's called pupil dilation. When you're genuinely interested in something, or even find someone attractive, your pupils involuntarily expand. It's a subconscious signal of engagement. Think about it. A salesperson mentions a product, and your potential client's pupils subtly widen. Their body just screamed, "I'm interested," even if their face is poker straight. This isn't about light. It's about desire and attention. It's nearly impossible to fake and a powerful window into someone's true focus. There's more to uncover. Watch the full video. Secret 5. The leg cross direction, engagement versus disengagement. While we're often taught that crossed arms mean defensiveness, crossed legs can be far more nuanced and revealing, especially when you pay attention to the direction of the cross. When someone crosses their legs, observe which leg is on top, and more importantly, which way their top knee is pointing. If their top knee is pointed towards you, it's generally a sign of engagement and comfort. They are directing their focus and energy towards you, indicating they are open to interaction. However, if their top knee is pointed away from you or towards an exit, it can be a strong indicator of disengagement, discomfort, or a subconscious desire to leave the conversation or situation. This exit signal is a nonverbal cue that the person is mentally or emotionally checking out. In a 2017 study on nonverbal communication in negotiations, published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, researchers observed that negotiators whose bodies, including their leg cross, were oriented towards their counterpart tended to achieve more favorable outcomes, suggesting a higher level of engagement and openness. It's a subtle lean, a shift in orientation that speaks volumes about their internal state and whether they want to continue the interaction. Here's a secret about crossed legs you probably didn't know. It's not just that they're crossed, but which way the top leg points. If someone's top knee points towards you, it signals engagement and comfort. But if it points away from you or towards an exit, it's a powerful subconscious signal that they're disengaging, uncomfortable, or even want to leave the conversation. Their body is literally orienting itself towards an escape route. Next time you're talking, watch their legs. Are they leaning into the conversation, or is their body already halfway out the door? This small detail can reveal their true feelings. Discover all 5 secrets in the full video. So, there you have it. 5 powerful body language secrets that, when understood and observed, can dramatically elevate your ability to read people. From the fleeting truth in a micro-expression to the subtle uncertainty of a shoulder shrug, the revealing fidget of hands, the unspoken interest in pupil dilation, and the directional cue of crossed legs. Each signal provides a piece of the puzzle. Remember, the key to mastering this isn't to look for a single cue in isolation. Human communication is complex. It's about looking for clusters of signals, for inconsistencies between what someone says and what their body reveals. Practice observing these cues in everyday interactions. Start with low-stakes situations, people watching in a cafe, friends chatting. The more you observe, the more intuitive your understanding will become. This isn't about manipulation. It's about gaining clarity, building stronger connections based on genuine understanding, and protecting yourself from those who might not have your best intentions at heart. You now possess a powerful tool to navigate the unspoken world, to understand what people truly mean, not just what they say. The insights we've shared today can transform your interactions. But what if you could not only read others, but also influence them positively and ethically? If these 5 body language secrets have opened your eyes, then you won't want to miss our next deep dive. The 3 words that can make anyone trust you instantly. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss that crucial release.